I don't like that ugly girl. So like that kind of like stuck with me for a while. I was like, oh my God, like the guy that I like that is so fine and stuff, he thinks I'm ugly, so that means I must be ugly, right?
Hey, swagger like me. We about to blow your mind. Hey, turn it up now. 오늘도 나는 너를 반히 내 눈빛이 더 빛나지 않니. You got me good. You got me.
Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a new video today. It's going to be really special. So a few years ago I started this series of videos called LaDawn Talks. So in each episode, like, I talk about a different topic and whatnot, and today's episode will be episode 4. But I promised that I would do more of these videos, so I want to make sure I do one more video before this year is out, because I haven't done one in a while, and it's what the people need, it's what the people want, so I gotta give it to you. Today's topic is going to be about confidence and self-esteem. Alright, so to start off this video, I'm going to tell you about my childhoods, my past, and the future, and the present. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm going to tell you guys about my childhood, like, starting off, because I have a lot of confidence and very high self-esteem now. But growing up, well, I wouldn't say growing up, but there was a part of my life when I didn't have it. So I'm going to tell you guys all about it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with elementary school. Elementary school was wonderful. I had a wonderful childhood. It probably really started in middle school. I won't say that I didn't have any confidence or self-esteem at all. It just wasn't like how it is now. I was in 6th grade basically, and this is around the time when you start liking boys and stuff, right? So there's this guy I like, and he's just so cute. Like, oh my God, he was just so fine to me. But anyway, one day we were in the hallways, and like at our school, everyone like lines up outside the classroom of whatever class you're going in or whatever in middle school. So we were just waiting out there. Class is basically across from my class, and we're all standing out there, right? And there's these kids or whatever. They're like, you know, LaDawn like you, right? And then he gave me like this, like, not disturbing look, not a distasted look. What kind of look would it be? It would be like a displeased look. Like, that's the right word. I don't like that ugly girl. So like that kind of like stuck with me for a while. I was like, oh my God, like the guy that I like that is so fine and stuff, he thinks I'm ugly, so that means I must be ugly, right? So I was thinking that for a while, like, not just because he said it, but people would tell me that like all the time. And I was actually a very, very quiet child. Sometimes I was mean to people when I didn't have to be, because I thought everybody was out to get me. But they weren't. A lot of people were nice to me, and I appreciate that, because I was actually a very, very sweet person, and I'm still very sweet. But I always like have my guard up, because people are so mean. Like, I'm not gonna be like getting emotional about it, because that's done and over. But basically I would just hear that all the time, so I really believe that. And then come to find out, now that I'm older, people were just jealous of me, because growing up I had a lot of nice things. Like, I had a whole lot of nice things. Like, my mom had me dressing, my clothes were always so cute. I had like the perfect shape and everything, the perfect Coca-Cola bottle shape. I was 5 feet. Everything was just, oh my God. And my hair was just amazing. Like, it was perfect in every which way. Like, it's perfect still now. But the reason why I don't wear like my natural hair out now is because I like to change it a lot. But back then, of course, I didn't change it and stuff. Like, I just had different hairstyles and stuff, because my mama can do some hair. You know what I'm saying? She can do some hair. Like, everybody would be trying to get my mama to do their hair. She'd be like, I don't do hair. But from like older people, or like my grandmother, or just people that I knew, or even like my mom, I would be told that you're beautiful, you're pretty, like, what are you talking about? Like, I would just feel like a little better about that, because like once you keep hearing something and it's always in your ear all the time, you start believing that and stuff. So yeah. And like I said, I was like really quiet, so I didn't really like stand up for myself, or like when somebody would like try to pick at me and stuff like that, I would be like, whatever, so I don't care, you know, that kind of stuff. Because I was never the type of person to badmouth somebody or like stuff like that. Like, I didn't do that. Like, there were times though when I did say things and some stuff I shouldn't have said, but I was just doing it because like I'm tired of this. Like, why do people gotta treat me like this? Like, I ain't did nothing to none of these people, you know? So that's how you think and stuff. But anyway, so getting on to high school, like, it picks up a lot for me or whatever. Like, I always had a lot of friends and all my teachers always loved me, all that kind of stuff. So that was awesome. Yeah, I was a very smart girl and stuff like that. But anyway, there is one thing that I do gotta point out. I was always different. Like, I wasn't your average black girl like people would say. You know, you're not really black. You're one of those girls who thinks they're white. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, I never thought I was white or any other race. I always knew that I was black. I mean, every day when I wake up and look in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, I'm black. No, but like, seriously, like, guys, like, what? People really think that you're trying to be something else. But it's not even like that. I just liked a lot of different things. I had different tastes in music, food. I was always friends with everybody. The things I watched, the things I did. I think a lot of people didn't approve of it. Like, not like it was bad or anything. And then another thing is, when it came to dating, I always liked the guys outside of my race. Not that I never liked black guys or anything, but I always liked it white guys, you know, Hispanic guys, Asians, any kind of guy. Like, I've always like explored my horizons. So it's a thing that people didn't like and people still don't like, but I don't really care. I like who I like. Doesn't mean that I don't like black people. I just like what I like, okay? The way I spoke and stuff like that. But now if somebody come telling me that now, like, you don't even know what you're talking about, because now I'm just loud and ratchet and loud. That I mentioned loud, like, you can't get me to shut up and stuff. So I'm glad like that part of my life is gone. I'm not shy and all that, and I don't care what nobody got to say about how I dress or how I talk or what I like. I don't care what you think. It's about me and my happiness. Like, I know that now. And like now I got a lot of sassiness, which is sometimes good. But anyway, so like back then, like, I would like boy bands and a lot of pop music, or what people would say, ooh, you like white music, you know, that kind of thing. Like, what? Like, what? I just like what I liked. I always liked different things. Like, even when it came to dolls, my mom didn't just buy me black dolls. She bought me white dolls, all kinds of color dolls, you know, anything, you know, like, just stepped out your boundaries. Like, I was raised very well. Like, I would like to give a shout out to my mother. Thank you for raising me so well. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Seriously. She's amazing and wonderful, and she gave me the best childhood that I could ever have and the best life. Like, and I'm just still like happy and grateful, and I just love you, mommy. But anyway, after I got out of high school and stuff, well, I was still quiet, and sometimes I'm actually still quiet now, believe it or not. But that's when I started to get into like makeup and things, and my fashion choices like changed. Like, I always had different fashion tastes. Like, even in high school though, I always liked it sparkly things, lots of colors and rainbows and just different stuff. And then that's when I got into like anime and started liking kawaii stuff and, you know, the Japanese thing and all that kind of stuff. That was like when I was like 19, 20s, early 20s and stuff. And now I'm 28 and still into that. I love anime, you know, all that kind of stuff. Now, you know, I like K-pop. Not just that, but it's like expands to a lot of different things. I've always been like that, so that's me. That's LaDawn. Alright, then going on to now with my confidence and self-esteem, which is very, very, very high. I have a lot of confidence now, and some people see it as if I think I'm better than you, when it's not like that. I just know my worth and know who I am and stuff. So there are times though when it does get hard, because it's like, I'm cute, I'm pretty, I'm funny, and all this kind of stuff, and I'm really sweet. I get told that all the time. Oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so adorable, and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, and I always be like, thank you. Or when I think about it, and I'm like, if I'm so pretty, then why don't I ever have like a boyfriend? And I have to step back and like look at it and be like, you're picky. You don't want just any old thing. Like, I don't want to say that I'm judgmental or anything, but like, if I like this guy, or if I was talking to this guy or dating the guy, if there was something that I just didn't like, then you got to go. Because it's just a time in your life where you can't just settle for less. You gotta have like the best. You know, you can't be the best and they the worst. Like, y'all gotta be like together, or a little bit together, you know. You can't be like, I don't know. I know that they say opposites attract and everything, but it's just some stuff just ain't gonna work. You know what you want in your life, you go for it. So that's what I tell myself. And I'm like, so-and-so is not the one for you. So you can't be getting upset about this. Like, why don't you have so-and-so as your boyfriend, or why don't you have one? Like, you know what you want, and that ain't it. So don't get with that, or try that. And like, in the end, you could be miserable and have regrets. So that's why I'm the way that I am. I figured that out. I mean, like, I've always known that, but now it's like, yeah, that's why you don't got a boyfriend, LaDawn, because you don't just want any old thing. Like, I'm not gonna change that about myself, because I want my happiness and I know what I want. Jackson, call me. How do I have so much of it? I've been asked that before though, like, how do I have so much confidence or self-esteem? Like, it just comes within. It's like from God himself. Like, he brings me joy and happiness and peace and other things. I just love myself, you know. Like, when I wake up and look in the mirror, you know, after I done got dressed and did my makeup and stuff, or even if I haven't done all that, I just look in the mirror and be like, dang, you fine, girl. Anyway, sometimes I like go up to my mom and I'll be like, thank you. And she'll be like, thank you for what? And I'll be like, thank you for having me. Thank you for making me. Because look how pretty I am because of you. Thank you. I love you. I think that's basically it for this LaDawn Talks video. I know it kind of went all over the place, but like, if you have any like questions and stuff like that, just ask me, or any comments. Like, yeah, you can always DM me anytime, any place, anywhere. Check out my other LaDawn Talks videos. Those will be linked below and over there. Oh, over there, my bad. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at LaDawn Donnie. There'll be a link down below to that, and to all my other social media. Bye, darlings. Love you all. Have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching.